Good morning and thanks for listening. This is Disconnected. And here is a clear well, we all know this, but here is a nice clear indication of the problems that we face with the media. And the different ways that the different media outlets report on things, sensationalize things, clickbait things, etc. So here we have a story which we all know now, which is the US drone that was that went down because of a Russian fighter jet. Now here's a headline which goes, Russia downs US drone. Russian jet downs US drone over the Black Sea. Now what does that mean if you read it? If you don't know anything about the story, what does that mean? It means a Russian jet has taken out a US drone over the Black Sea, which is international waters. So anybody who doesn't think at all will first go, what? Is this the start of a war? Well, the next one here is right next to it. Russian fighter jet collides with US unmanned aircraft. Now, even this one here, which I clicked on, and if you listen to it, they don't say that, the Russians took it down. They clearly go through the story as, the aircraft came, dumped fuel in front of it, got too close as well, damaged the rotor, the drone went down, and apparently the Russian aircraft was also damaged. Apparently it landed. I saw something yesterday, and I can't find the video anymore. It was another specialist talking about the incident, and apparently the Russian aircraft had to do emergency landing because it obviously also was damaged, thereby kind of proving that this was just a dumbassery of the pilot of the Russian aircraft. This was nothing intentional. This wasn't some sort of war attempt or anything like that. Well, we can only assume. But the point is, we can only assume because we don't know everything yet. Yet at the same time, they make their headline, Russian jet downs US drone over the Black Sea. Here's another one, Russian fighter jet collides with US drone. That's more appropriate. Actions of Russian's pilot were uncommon, unfortunate, and I think it goes on to say dangerous, which obviously it is. Russia denies downing Reaper drone, tells US to halt hostility. Please don't shoot back. It was a mistake. I'm sorry. My finger was on the trigger. Here. CNN, Russian fighter jet forces down US drone over Black Sea. It's most likely not true. Anyway, let's have a quick looky McJukey here.
We have a Russian airplane that has purposely damaged or destroyed a U.S. aircraft. So, yes, the actual implication of this one little incident is not that big, but the larger ramifications are worrisome.
Let's have more now on that breaking news. We've been hearing a Russian jet fighter collided with an unmanned US drone over the Black Sea. The US says the drone was on a routine mission when the incident happened, and the US Air Force accused the Russian aircraft of acting in a reckless, environmentally unsound and unprofessional manner. We can talk to General Philip Breedlove, retired four-star general who served as Supreme Allied Commander of NATO in Europe. Welcome back to you, General.
Good to be back on the show.
Good to have you here. So this incident, obviously going to be a cause of concern, but doesn't seem to be necessarily a cause of particular alarm.
Well, I think it's a bigger problem than maybe many recognize. Here we have a collision. One of two things happened. It was deliberate or it was extremely poor airmanship. Either is worrisome. If we have Russian pilots who are getting so little flying time that their airmanship is such that they cannot avoid another...
This is just full of assumptions. For fuck's sake, this is the problem with news. Just report on what you know, right? Pilot comes, dumps fuel in front of drone. Drone doesn't like it. Fighter jet goes too close to drone. Breaks propeller. Damages both airplanes. One goes down, the other one has to go down and land. That's what we know so far. Anyway, I've just reading these comments here. This is like breaking into someone's house, installing bugging devices, and then crying foul when the homeowner knocks your teeth out. My condolences to the drone's family. The Russia plane just simply did a fuel dump on the $32 million drone and took it down. It's far cheaper than using a $250,000 missile to shoot down a huge, slow-moving weather balloon. Considering the US blew up the Nord Stream, they can't really complain about this incident. Best news I've heard all day. This is bullshit, right? We don't know yet. There's literally like 10 million people have been investigating this, and everybody comes up with a slightly different answer. The drone was on a spying mission for sure. I don't see any love, hugs and prayers, thoughts and prayers. Funny general, haha, made my day. Anyway, this is just a nice, lovely indication of don't get triggered by headlines. Read the whole article and read different articles from different outlets with different biases, and you would probably be a lot better informed, and you would actually be able to make up your own mind at the end of that. Thank you very much for listening. Please like, subscribe, comment if you think this is hilarious. Ciao.